So again, very good evening to everyone, and I hope I'm audible as well as visible. Chalo, sir. So again, we will be discussing the strategy and the questions that we have started in last week. So this is the part two of that session. This is just the continuation of that session itself. This will be the part two of that session. So, for those who have not done the part one, I will strongly recommend each and every one. So, last week I had taken the part one of that. Last week, part one was done last week. So, just 5 minutes back, I was here announcing the dates of the examination. We just got the dates today only, like half an hour back. So, it is now very prominent. So again, just a quick recapitulations of that. Just a very quick recap of whatever we have discussed last week. Panmay, very good evening, brother. Very good evening. So what is important in the according to the new pattern? You see the mensuration. From the mensuration part, focus more on, I asked you guys, prism, pyramids, frustrum, those parts. These parts are like very important. Now this slide that you guys can see the entire data. I'm just getting out of the way so that you guys can see properly. This you might like this might seem just one particular slide, but again this is the result of a very hard work. We have done a lot of work, lot of research behind this particular one slide. Now, from algebra, very good quality, very innovative questions based on symmetry, based on like certain special kind of questions. Please focus on those. There like we are expecting there will be certain surprises that are there. Acha. Trigonometry also the same thing. Good questions, a little innovative questions. Focus on that, especially associated angles questions. Associated angle questions meaning tan 2000 something degree, cot 5000 degrees, and like some bigger angles like that, how to calculate that. Those type of questions are very important. And statistics, the whole part, probability, the whole part, especially some good questions on probability. We are seeing they are giving you very advanced probability concepts. We have seen questions from binomial distributions as well. We have seen questions from infinite trials as well. And I have taken a couple of questions from advanced concepts of probability in for today. So I will discuss those things today also. So again, we'll have a good, definitely we'll have a good discussion on this. Okay. Vignesh, very good evening. Vignesh, you see, the weightage has changed. That's the thing. Now, again, to pinpoint what will be the exact weightage, it's very difficult if we don't have a few shifts out of the way. Okay. Panmay, yes, but again, I told you guys, expect the exam to be starting because you see, I told you guys there will be Durga Puja in the last week of September. This year, Durga Puja is early. I'm Bengali. I told you, Durga Puja means the whole Bengal is done. There cannot be any exam during that time. So CGL has to complete before Durga Puja. And if that was the case, so they had to start this early. Otherwise, there was no way they could have completed. 29th is the start of Durga Puja this year. So they had to complete this. They had to start this early. I told this in the paid batches. I told this in the paid batches. Right? Chalo. Chalo, let's start, sir. Let us start with a few questions. Few questions we have done and a few questions I will do. Sir, good quality symmetry based questions of algebra, I told you. So this is a very good symmetry based questions of algebra. Perfect. You see, this is a algebra question which will be based on symmetry. I hope everybody can see this. I hope everybody can see this. Right? This is how the question is looking. This is how the question will be looking. So I'm giving you guys a few seconds to solve. 40 seconds should be enough. Try this and then tell me the answer. Try this first and then we will discuss. Then we will have a good discussion. Please try, sir. Please try this. You have to do these type of questions, very innovative, very out of the box questions, not your regular basic questions. Any answers? Any answers, sir? Time is up. Sir, you see, I told you this is a question which we call based on symmetry, sir. Whenever you are seeing this, and you see 1 plus A, 1 plus B, 1 plus C, 1 plus D, all are symmetric. You see, if I interchange, so let's say A and C, will the pattern change? You see, 1 plus A ke jagah, it will become 1 plus C, and 1 plus C will change to 1 plus A. But the whole thing will remain the same. The whole thing will remain the like same. This is what we call symmetry, sir. This is what we call symmetry. And whatever, whenever you get symmetry, na, try to put in this case, we have 4 variables. Try to put all to be equal. So I'm equaling. So sum of all 4 is 2. So each will be, if I take this to be equal, can I say half each? You see, half, 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 half. 4 times you add half, you get to 2. 4 times you add half, you get to 2, sir. So if you do that, then you see, just this particular expression becomes what? 1 plus half. 1 plus half is 3 by 2. Next one, sir, this is also 3 by 2. Again 3 by 2. Again 3 by 2. So 3 to the power 4 by 2 to the power 4. That's your answer, sir. 81 by 16. Option B is your correct answer, sir. This is your correct answer. You don't need to do anything. You do not need to do anything fancy. Simple things like this will completely work. Simple things like this will 100% work, sir. Perfect, everyone. Makes sense? Makes complete sense. Moving on. I hope this is clear. Vignesh is saying B. Yes, perfect, brother. Perfect. Chalo, next one. Acha. Chalo. Sir, this is a question. This question I have done in my paid batches as well. This question I have done in the paid batches as well. Anyone. One way you should be able to answer. You should be able to answer. I'm giving you guys 1 minute to solve. I am giving you guys a minute to solve. Please solve. Please solve. Please try to solve this. Please try to solve this, sir. Please try and solve. Please try and solve. Jaldi, sir. Everyone, quickly. Need answers. Yesterday also, in the live mock analysis session, I discussed a little bit about binomial distribution. If you have done that class, if you watched that recorded as well, you will be able to solve this if you understood. If you have understood. Chalo, sir. Chalo, sir. Answers? Answers, anyone? Sir, achha. I told you binomial distribution. This is a pure and simple question of binomial distribution. Now, again, the question is why? The short question is why? Why in the world? You will say, sir, why are you saying it is a question, or how did you identify this is a question of binomial distribution? Please understand, sir. Binomial distribution, I told you, can be applied where there are 2 possibilities. One possibility we call success, which we denote by P. Another possibility is failure. That is, we denote by Q. P stands for success. Q stands for failure. That's all. That's all there is. So now in this case, a person can hit the target 5 times out of 8. Meaning success is what? Here in this situation, what will be considered success? So it will be considered when he is hitting the shot or hitting the target. So that means success will be 5 times out of 8 times. This is the probability of succeeding. If he takes 8 shots, 5 times he will succeed. So what is the probability of a failure? Sir, meaning 3 times out of 8 times he will not be able to hit the target. That is the failure, sir. Now, what they are saying, he fires 10 shots. What is the probability that he will hit the target twice? Now, here we will be using binomial distribution because we know success, we know failure. What was the binomial distribution, sir? What was your binomial distribution? Probability of X, like target or X hits, will be, sir, NCX into P to the power X, success to the power X into Q to the power N minus X. That is your binomial distribution. Put the value, sir. N means whatever is the total number of shots, that means 10 here. So 10 C. How many times he needs to hit? 2 times. 10 C2. P to the power 2, sir. अच्छा, P का value भी बैठा देते हैं. Let's put the value of P. P is 5 by 8 to the power 2 into 3 by 8 to the power, how much, sir? It will be N minus 2. That means 10 minus 2, that is 8. So 10 C2 is N into N minus 2 into 5 to the power 2 by 3 to the power. So that means, sir, 90 by 2 into 5 square into 3 to the power 8 by 8, and this, that means, sir, 8 to the power 10. Right? So that means, sir, that means 2, this is 45. So it is 45 into 5 square is 25 into, sir, 3 to the power 8 by 8 to the power 10. You might say, sir, why are you mixing it like this? Because you see options may, these are there. 3 to the power 8 by 8 to the power 10. So 3 to the power 8 by 8 to the power 10. So just calculate this 45 into 25. So 25 into 40 is 1000. 25 into 5 is 125. So 1125 into 3 to the power 8 by 8 to the power 10. That's your answer. That is option number D, sir. Now you might say, sir, this is target, forgot the formula again. Now you might say, sir, how, like, this question can never come in CGL because this is not part of the syllabus. For them, let me tell you, this is a PYQ from CGL 2023. This is not a question that I have made. This is a PYQ from, question is the exact question asked in CGL 2023. So please understand, this is not the first time CGL is asking difficult questions on probability. CGL have always asked questions, but again, that number was one or two. I told you this last week as well. Syllabus has not changed. Nothing has changed. Only the weightage has changed. Sometimes the questions that were generally asked in tier 2, now they are started to ask that in tier 1 as well. That is the only difference. Thoda calculation बढ़ जाएगा. You just need to know this. Now, most of you guys, the problem is that nobody teaches you binomial distribution. That's the only problem. Because it is very, so if you go through all the PYQs, maybe this is the only PYQ you will get that has binomial distribution in it. But again, you should know. You should know this. Perfect, sir. Yes, NCX. Yes, brother. This is, you should know. Yesterday's CGL live mock, the analysis that I've done, that also had one question. And I discussed this part yesterday as well. If you go through the video, you will find it. Perfect, sir? Yes, not yesterday, I should say, a day before yesterday. Acha, sir. Now, let's move on, sir. Let us move on, sir. Sir, let's do a trigonometry question. A little advanced trigonometry. Now, not difficult or something. Very simple question, actually. Sir, I don't know why it is not working. This timer has some issue in it. Please do. Please try to solve this, sir. Please try and solve this. Trigonometry question, I've given you enough time. Please solve this, sir. Very, very, very simple question. This is a very simple question. And also, anyone has any problem regarding this, feel free to ask. Feel absolutely free to ask me. Everyone, I'm asking this. Anyone having any problem, feel absolutely free to ask. Feel absolutely free to ask. Panmay is saying A. Panmay is saying A is the answer. Chalo, theek hai. Acha, now, I told you from advanced identities, multiple angles especially, two formulas. You remember like your left and right thumb. What are those two formulas? 1 plus cos 2 theta. It is equal to 2 cos square theta. And 1 minus cos 2 theta. It was 2 sine square theta. Meaning, if it is plus, you take cos will remain cos. If it is minus, cos will become sine. And whatever is here, it will be always half. If it is 4 theta, it will become 2 theta. If it is 8 theta, it will become 4 theta. Always half. Whatever is to the left, half of that angle will be towards right. Why? You see from here, if you take a 2 common, sir, so 1 plus cos 8 theta. What will happen, sir? Let's write, sir, this one. Root over of 2 plus root over of 2 plus root over of this 2 I have taken common and 1 plus cos 8 theta. So it will be half, sir. Plus is there, that means cos will remain cos. So it will become 2 cos square. So 8, half of 8 means, sir, 4 theta. 4 theta, sir. Now this becomes, you see, this becomes 4 cos square 4 theta. Now if you take this, so this will become, sir, square root. If I get rid of the square root, it will become 2 cos 4 theta, sir. Because 4 cos square 4 theta under square root, it will become 2 cos 4 theta. Now again repeat the same process. Meaning, sir, 2 plus, again the second square root, 2 common, sir, 1 plus cos 4 theta. Again 1 plus cos 4 theta, what I'll write? 1 plus cos 4 theta will become, sir, 2. 1 plus cos 4 theta. 1 plus cos 4 theta will become 2 cos square. Half of 4 theta is 2 theta, sir. 2 into 2, 4. I'm writing it here. 2 plus this one's a 2 into 2, 4. Square root will become 2. Cos square 2 theta will become cos 2 theta. Again, sir, you take the 2 common, sir. Again, you take the 2 common. So it is 1 plus cos 2 theta. Again, sir, you take this common, sir. 1 plus cos 2 theta means 2 cos square theta. 4 if you take out of the square root, it will become 2 cos square theta will become cos theta, sir. That's your answer. 2 cos theta, that is option number A. Now, this is the proper way. This is the proper way of solving this. Now, let me, now, can we use a little shortcut? Yes. Kya shortcut, sir? Not very deep or not very difficult. Sir, 8 theta. Think like this. If you get rid of this square root sign, when it comes down to this, when it comes out of this initial square root, it becomes 4 theta. Again, when it comes down out of this square root, it becomes 2 theta. When it comes out of this square root, it will become theta only. Can I think like this? Now look at the options. It is 2 theta, cannot be my answer. It is 2 theta, cannot be my answer. It is 2 theta, cannot be my answer. Only this option has theta, that has to be my answer. This is how to solve it in 10 seconds. But again, please understand, only knowing how to solve this in this method, that is not like the proper way to learn. You learn, you solve it like this. I am with you. I'm telling you, learn it like this. But before that, learn to solve it normally as well. Because what do you like will you do if option C is saying sine theta only? Then the shortcut falls. Because it is not like you always the options will be given like this. So proper method, learning the proper method, that is also very important. So again, you understood the shortcut as well? Vignesh, AJ, Panmay, yes. You understood the normal method as well? So think like this, 8 theta becomes, so again, it is like kind of going out of the square roots. 8 theta becomes 4 theta, 4 theta becomes 2 theta, 2 theta becomes theta. So only one option is having theta, that's my answer. That is the shortest way doing it, solving it in 10 seconds. But again, what if there are two options similar? So this is the proper way of solving. Perfect. Moving. Moving on, sir. Sir, this question also I've done in my paid batches. Very good question. If you don't know how to solve, it will be a little tricky. If you do not know how to solve this, it might feel a little tricky, sir. So I'm giving you a little time to think. 1.5 minutes. Please try to solve. Please try to solve this, sir. Everyone. Please try to solve this. I want everyone to solve. Panmay, need answers. I'm expecting that you will give me the answer. Chalo, sir, chalo. Need answers, need answers, need answers. Need answers. Chalo. Can still picture. Very good. Very good. Sir, this is what we call, this is what we call infinite trials. So if you were preparing for JEE, I would have said this is a very important question. Okay? Like for those, if you have any brothers or sisters who are preparing, infinite trials is still one of the most important questions of or parts of JEE. JEE mains especially. But again, I never thought this will come in SSC. But believe me or not, this is also a PYQ asked in CPO examination. Now again, so that means it has, SSC already has set the precedent. So with the change pattern, so you can very easily get in one of the shifts a question from infinite trials. So that's the reason I have taken up this question, and I've decided कि ठीक है चलो, let's discuss how to solve or how to approach infinite trials questions. Why? Because it has a very specific way of approach. You have to approach it in a very specific way. If you do anything beyond this, there's a strong chance you will get stuck. Prajit is saying A, 4. Let's see, Prajit. Let's see, brother. The probability of a shooter hitting a target is 0.75. 0.75 means 3 by 4. Correct? Now, how many minimum number of times he or she fire so that the probability of hitting the target at least once is more than 20, 0.99. Now, please understand. This is a problematic statement, sir. At least once. Why is it problematic? Let me discuss. At least once. Why this is problematic? Sir, at least once means he can shoot hit once, he can hit twice, he or she can hit thrice, he or she can hit 4 times, 5 times, ऐसे करके, sir, it can go on. N number of times it can hit, right? It can hit N number of times, I don't know, infinite number of times. It depends on how many times he decides to shoot. So I cannot really go positive direction, meaning this direction, because then it's a never-ending probability. I will keep on counting only. So in these situations, at least once, so we take in these situations, it is always better you take from the opposite direction. Why? Because I know total probability is always 1. So देखो ना, can I say the probability of hitting at least once is 1 minus, meaning total probability is 1 minus probability of hitting 0 times. Can I say this, everyone? Can you guys think like this? Ki bhai, at least the probability of hitting at least once. It can be once, it can be twice, it can be thrice, at least once, minimum 1 time. It is total probability minus probability of hitting 0 times. एक भी बार वो नहीं मारेगा. He or she cannot hit at even once. So I can think like this. Sir, what is this probability? What is this probability, sir? Think. Sir, let's understand. Now, they are asking how many minimum number of times he or she should fire. Sir, I am taking minimum n times he or she needs to fire. Right? So the probability of hitting at least once is 1 minus this. So 1 minus. Acha, probability of hitting 0 times. So probability of hitting is 3 by 4. So probability of not hitting is how much? Sir, probability of not hitting is 1 by 4. 3 by 4 means what? If he takes the shot 4 times, 3 times he hits. So probability of not hitting means 1 time he will not hit, he will miss. So 1 by 4. Now he has taken n shots. He has taken n shots. Now he will miss every time because he is hitting 0 times, meaning he cannot hit once. He is missing every time. So first time he is missing, second time he is missing, third time he is missing. So all n times he will miss. So that's the probability, sir. So if I write it, it will be 1 minus 1 by 4 to the power n, sir. According to the question, that must be more than 0.99. Now I need to solve and figure out n. Chalo, let's figure it out. So let's take this to, or rather, let's take this to this side, this to this side. So it is 1 by 4 to the power n, because 1 to the power n is 1 only. It is less than 1 minus, so this is 0.01, or rather I should write 0.01 means 1 by 100, sir. So 4 to the power n, it is, sir, 1, so this is 100, and if you take reciprocal, that definitely the, like, this inequality sign changes, so less than will become greater. Now n is equal to 1. Sir, 4 to the power 1 is greater than 100. No, sir. So n cannot be 1. N equal to 2. 4 square is greater than 100. No, sir. N equal to 3. 4 cube is greater than 100. No, sir. So n equal to 4. 4 to the power 4. Is it greater than 100? Yes, sir. So minimum value of n for which this value is greater than 0.99, that is n equal to 4. But you told me, brother, 3. You told me 3. I'm getting 4. I'm getting 4. Yesterday I got 3. Kya? But so this is 4 is your correct answer. So minimum value of n for which this equation holds is 4. Done. Done, sir. So I have to check whether I've made any calculation error. But are you sure it was this? It was 3. Acha, acha. Acha, you gave 4. Acha, acha. You gave 3. Na, acha. No, no worries, no worries, no worries. No worries. I got confused. मेरे को लगा कि I gave you 3. You gave me 3, right? Now I remember. Now again, this is a big question, very lengthy solution. But again, this is a PYQ asked in CPO 2022. Okay, not any question. This is not just any question. This is a very, very, very good question from this. So everyone, please keep this in mind. Very, very, very important question. Perfect. So I wanted to actually kind of discuss these things. These are very important questions. All these questions are not made by me. It's not like I want to solve like some weird questions in here. These are all the questions that has already been asked. Okay. So this was a little. So again, our class is cut short a little today because I had to announce this thing, because not I had to, but because SSC announced. So I will then again see you guys and like today, like this week again on Friday with the IB mock, IBSEI mock, and next Monday I'll see you guys with the CGL live mock, and Tuesday also I'll have a session. The last minute preparation tips and tricks. We'll have a good discussion. But again, I hope this session was fruitful. You understood the things. If you have any doubts regarding these things, please feel free to drop a comment below. I will definitely be like more than happy to address those. So again, if you have enjoyed the session, please do hit that like. That helps this session get a little reach. If you want, please share this with your friends, because these are very important, and sharing knowledge is something that it increases with sharing. Okay. So thank you so much. I will again see you guys then on Friday. Till then, please take care, and I will see you guys. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.